welcome back. Today we are going to be making this crocheted flame. Now this is really great for amigurumi projects. As you saw from the beginning, I used it to make a campfire, but it's also really great if you're making any creatures like Charmander or anything like that. This flame is fun to make. So I'll show you exactly how to do that. If you don't know how to crochet amigurumi and you are interested in learning, please check out my full course linked below, and please like and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next. So let's jump in. The materials that you will need for this project are 3 different colors of yarn. I used yellow, orange, and red. As you can see, I used Red Heart Super Saver yarn, and this is the medium 4 worsted weight yarn. So you can use any yarn that you would like, but for the purposes of this tutorial, I will be using medium yarn. And I am also using a 4mm G crochet hook. And then obviously something to cut with. And the most important tool that you will need for this project, and I will link down below the one that I bought, is this cat brush. This is what gives it this softer look and how we will create the look of the flames. So you can actually pick these up at any local store. They have them at Walmart, but I'll link it down below, the one that I have. So let's go ahead and get started. To start your flame, you are going to take your yellow yarn and you're going to make a slip knot. Insert your crochet hook, and then you are going to chain 2, or you can do a magic ring. And you are going to insert your hook into the second chain from the hook and single crochet 6. You can go ahead and pull that circle tight, and there is the ring where you will start. For this next round, you are going to increase the whole way around, so you're going to do 6 increases, and an increase is 2 single crochets into the same stitch. Now for this round, we are going to crochet in the back loops only, and the reason for that is we want to leave a row where we can attach the strands of yarn for our flame. So go ahead and crochet in the back loop only. This will be 6 increases for a total of 12 stitches. And when you have finished your last stitch, you are going to insert your hook into the next stitch, do a slip stitch, and fasten off. And you can go ahead and cut that. And this is the first part of your flame. You can now set this aside, and we are going to grab our orange and our red yarn as well. So what you're going to do next is you are going to cut 6 strands of each of these colors, and the strands should be about, I'd say, 6 inches long. You want to leave enough room so that you can tie these on, but also you don't want to have too much to cut after you get your flame. So go ahead and cut 6 strands of each color. After you've cut your 6 strands of each color, you are going to take the little circle that you made before, and you can either cut this tail on the bottom off, or if you plan to tie it on to something else for your project, you can leave it there. So we are going to start attaching these strands to your circle, starting with this center right here. And for this center, we are going to attach just the red and orange, and we're going to do them alternating. So starting with the first loop in this center ring, you are going to insert your crochet hook, and you can grab a red strand and pull that through, and then go ahead and grab that strand there to make a knot. So now we are going to alternate to an orange strand. So go ahead and insert your crochet hook into that next one and grab your orange strand of yarn, pull that through, and then grab the two pieces and tighten that knot. Now we are going to alternate to another red strand, and then orange, and then we're going to do two more. So back to red, and then one more orange. So your inside should look like this, alternating between red and orange. And now we're going to move on to the outer row. So for this outer row, we are going to start with the yellow strand. So go ahead and insert your hook, and you're going to go through the front and the back loops. And we are going to do just as we did with the ones in the center, grabbing them here and then pulling them tight to create that knot. So we are going to alternate yellow, orange, yellow, red, yellow, orange. So alternating between, but with a yellow in between every single one. Now let's move on to orange. And then back to yellow. And then we are going to move on to red. And then back to yellow. Now orange. Back to yellow. And back to red. If you get the gist, you can fast forward through this part or you can attach them along with me. And when you get to the end, you will see that you'll have kind of two yellows in a row, and that's okay. It'll all blend in when you brush it out. Okay, so now that you have attached all of these, this is what your flame should look like so far. And now we're going to grab our brush and brush it out. Now this is the fun part. We get to brush out our yarn to give it this more smooth and puffy look. So you're going to grab your cat brush and just be careful when you're brushing because these are quite sharp. Be careful not to scratch your hands. If you want to wear a glove, you can do that as well. We are just going to grab this by this bottom part and we're going to brush it out. And you can watch me and see how I brush it out. It is a little bit loud, so I will put some music over this part so I don't hurt your ears. we are going to brush in a downward motion. You'll get a lot of stuff in the brush and a lot of pieces coming off. That's okay, don't worry about it. You will have big clumps that come off of this, and that's just the nature of the brush. Don't worry about it, you're still doing it right. As you're brushing it out, you'll want to keep turning it to make sure that you get all of the yarn, and you can also turn it over, open it up, and make sure that you get those ones in the center as well. And as you're going along, you'll see that you'll start to get this yarn in your brush. You just want to grab that and pull it out just like a hairbrush, so that it makes it easier for the bristles to get to the yarn. And after you have brushed it all out, you can shape that. As you can see, this is a very large flame. So if you'd like, then you can trim it. I like to cut in upward motions, almost like you're giving it a haircut. And to puff it out a bit, you'll want to separate it kind of like this and brush outward. And now you can go ahead and grab it and form it into your flame. And of course, trim to your desired length. If you need to brush it out a little bit more, go ahead and do that. But there you have it, there's your flame. I hope that you found this fire tutorial easy to follow. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And once again, please like and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next, and feel free to tag me in your creations on social media. See ya!